We are the children of the 21st century. This world is new to us, and we are new to the world. We usually have a lot on our plate. We are very different from our adults. They love waking up early. We have taken that phenomena a little too seriously, so we don't sleep until it is morning already. Our grandparents that wake up at 5 will find us awake and think we're following their steps to peace in life. But that is not the case. We are not following their steps. We are walking backwards. But the world is round. We will reach where they are someday. Only our ways are different. We think we're normal. They think we're casual. We may think it is okay to manage our own time and it is okay to be on social media. They may not. It is true and noticeable that there's a gap between our minds. There's a missing bridge between our thoughts. And when there's no bridge, one will either fall or not be able to cross it anyway. So, we need to communicate. We need to connect. We need to construct a bridge. Education is the core of our lives. It is the water in our oceans. But the water isn't the only thing our oceans work with. There are creatures that give it life and wind that causes waves. Too many elements of life and learning apart from our education have become a pivotal part of our lives much earlier than when you were introduced to them. Past, present, future. We learned this in English class when we were 7 years old. Then, when we were 9 years old in social science, we learned that our people from the past are called ancestors. Then, when we were 11, we learned in history class that our people in the future will be called our descendants. And then, all of it stopped making sense. When we were exposed to websites that spoke about the past self, the present self, the future self. Self. It's all in me. Then some more websites poured in, and some more, and some more, and then we forgot what we were searching for. We, the children of the 21st century, forgot what we were searching for because we got lost in those websites. We got lost in whatever they were telling us. We got lost in questions that we did not even ask, but got hundreds of answers to. We got lost in the world of the web. This world is actually flat. I ask all the adults here, did you have the knowledge to operate 6 different kinds of devices, 4 different types of connections, 15 different apps at the age of 13? You didn't have to because you didn't need to. You didn't need to because these things didn't exist. Most of you still don't know how Instagram stories work. We may have entered this world with technology, but we are not naturally more capable than you. While you didn't need that knowledge, we do. We need it everywhere and every day. We need it in class for PDFs to read from, outside class for homework, at home to learn the piano without an instructor, outside home to call you and ask for directions, in bed for our alarms, and out of bed to know what our friends have to tell us while we sleep. We understand that humans like developing, evolving, reshaping the world. You made all the development. You advanced our syllabuses, and we grew our memory. You grew up, made this invention called technology. You introduced instant gratification, and we became impatient. You suddenly made having perfect scores and doing every single extracurricular activity in the world the only way we get into college. Adults in different parts of the world are teaching about the beauty of life. About the difficulty as well, of course, when they say that the difficulty is what makes life beautiful. And the most beautiful of all, failure. When I scored 30% in my first test with a new subject, the teacher will look at me in the blankest way and ask, what happened there? As if asking about a gross fight I had with some of my classmates. It has become a kind of fight because of that. A lot of us don't like sharing our marks with our classmates. A lot of us stop enjoying this best stage of our lives because their semesters didn't go well. A lot of us are tagged as immature, irresponsible, in need of lifelines because we fail at a task. You create inspirational quotes that say mistakes are the first step to success. Who are these quotes for? Every child stumbles in their first steps. Can't I? We understand that our studies are important. We understand that we need to work hard and mold a path to success, and we understand that the guidance of elders is salient for the same. But we also need you to understand that we will learn and improve and find our ways. Do you ever think about how we don't get the time to look at the beauty? Teenagers today spend the first half of their day in school. Some also probably take extra help out of school, study by themselves for another couple of hours, prepare a speech for welcoming someone at school, prepare a revision schedule for their exams, watch something on TV, listen to music, realize they forgot all about their friends and food, take out time out of their sleep to compensate, then realize they had to write the research paper, realize they didn't attend the seminar about studying in the UK, realize they couldn't read their book, and did I mention the secret boyfriend, and end up with 3 hours of sleep before beginning the entire exhausting yet casual process once again. I don't think they'd be interested in looking at the beauty of failure when they're working day and night to avoid it. I was at the doctor's a few months ago, and my mother pointed out that I've had a considerable amount of hair fall. The doctor said that it's been common because my generation has been dealing with stress. My mother's reply to that was, "No, she does not have any stress." Mom, please let the doctor say what the problem is. Would she have said that if the doctor pointed her stress out? She wouldn't find it strange if the doctor said that adults are dealing with stress because according to all adults are stressed all the time. Like it's one of the natural characteristics: work, earning, household, childcare, stress, and all children are the happiest. They have nothing to worry about. We have nothing to worry about. Children's lives are perceived to be stress-free because we hear everywhere that we are allowed to make mistakes. The adults aren't. Maybe they as children were allowed to make mistakes. Then why are we treated like every action our body does is affecting our future? Maybe you grew up being told that mistakes are a part of growing up, but the truth is the same rule does not apply to us when we make mistakes. If I ask the parents here, all of you will agree that your child's exam scores do not matter to you. But I can bet, anytime any one of us gets home with an average score, that day at home is not a normal one. It's always gloomy. It's always guilty. Even after all the things we've learned, even after all our efforts to live a normal life, even after all our dreams to grow to be just like you, we understand that our worries may not be as significant as yours. We don't have bills to pay, we don't have children like us, but we are children. And we sometimes may get bothered when life doesn't go as we assumed it would. And there are times we approach you thinking you are people who believe in these things you teach to the world, but the thoughts we are fed with are never the same. They are never the same from generation to generation, from school to home, from philosophers to family. Often I get confused about my decisions. My mother says that we should fight for our losses and insults, but I've read that God said that revenge has nothing in store for our well-being. My father may say that exam scores are not the measure of my education, but we both know how much I need them. And maybe he's confused too. And I know that every time my parents urge me to work hard, all they are stressing about is how I will live a smooth life in the future. But I know I need to work hard. I know being lazy will stop me from reaching success. I know I need to plan what I want, and I know I need to plan how. And at the end, we want to do it to relieve you of your work and worries. We want to do it to make you proud. We are the children of the 21st century. This world is new to us, and we are new to the world. We usually have a lot on our plate. We are very different from you adults. We are walking backwards. But the world is round. We need you to trust us. We will reach where you are someday.